There's a place where nothing grows, only dust on the stones, and no man's grave is its name. There's no rest, there's no shade, only souls with no name. And no man's grave is his name.
The Mexican warrior is always focused on victory. Any obstacle is nothing more than a challenge. Every decision, every moment is made with an unwavering eye towards achieving his goal, winning. He faces any and all adversity with the fighting spirit of strength and determination. The warrior, like the Vaquero, is fearless, bold, and proud. What is a Vaquero? A Mexican cowboy. El Vaquero is courageous and tenacious. His inner strength and grit pushes him through any and all comers. His will, unbreakable. He refuses to back down, no matter the odds. Hardworking, armored with a can-do, will-do attitude. El Vaquero, the descendant of Mexican warriors.
Have you heard about El Vaquero from the south of Mexico? Molded from the sands of San Juan Citlaltepec. A true Vaquero. Fierce and fiery brawler. Afraid of no man that faces him. Protector of the land he walks. Blink, and he will lay you on your ass.
And Valdez goes down for the second time in this fight. Navarrete's damaging him badly. Get in there. Damaging him so badly. It's over. Emanuel Navarrete.
And who could forget, dressed to the nines in them shiny gold belts.
Navarrete is a three-division world champ.
But the thing about gold, everyone wants it.
Nestled in the Sonoran Desert in the little town of Nogales, a homegrown warrior was born. A tamer of reptiles who swims with the alligators. His eyes set on taking that shine off of El Vaquero. And we know he will do whatever it takes.
Oscar Valdez will put his name now as one of the most exciting fighters in boxing today.
After getting a taste of the gold in the past, his hunger remains as strong as ever.
Champion versus former champion.
Impulse versus timing.
Unorthodox versus counter-puncher.
Mexican
Versus Mexican.
It's got it all.
Aggression.
Determination.
Pride.
A showdown in the desert. Now that's a fitting place.
Call the dogs, ring out the sounding bell, and gather where they lay. Terrible work is done. Terrible work is done.
Despite hailing from San Juan Citlaltepec, Emanuel Navarrete finds comfort in training in what is known as the gateway to Mexico.
Tijuana me gusta mucho, la verdad me la paso bastante bien. Me relajo, encuentro como una estabilidad en todos los aspectos. Entreno bien, me siento bien. Mental y espiritualmente me siento bien y físicamente aquí estoy para desarrollarme bien. Precisamente por eso estoy en Tijuana, por eso me vine para acá, por eso traté de alejarme de mi zona de confort, traté de alejarme un poco de la familia, traté de alejarme de mi vida cotidiana, pues. He hecho muchos campamentos aquí en Tijuana y todas mis peleas que me he preparado aquí he ganado.
Even as a child, Navarrete's hard work and dedication to boxing was apparent. So much so that he earned the nickname Vaquero.
Desde que empiezo yo con el boxeo, llega un momento donde la gente me ubica tanto como los vaqueros.
Vaquero, Emanuel Navarrete.
Viene más como parte como dinastía de mi entrenador hacia nosotros.
Creo que lo que me puede separar es que no soy tan convencional, ¿sabes? Mi forma en la que entreno, desde mi estilo viene como esa.
That is a knockdown scored by Navarrete. That was a brutal beatdown. Navarrete completing a brilliant performance.
Soy un hombre trabajador, me gusta desarrollarme fuerte.
The onslaught of punches of Navarrete. Vicious shots from Navarrete. Down goes the Vaca.
Yo me enfoco más en mí, trato de trabajar sobre mí.
It's over. TKO victory.
Empiezo a trascender, empiezo a crecer boxísticamente.
It comes to an end. Once again, Navarrete with a big knockout. His fourth title defense.
Sé que si me desarrollo fuerte, en mi preparación es buena, puedo hacer una buena pelea, ¿no?
There it is. TKO victory. Emanuel Navarrete.
Dedication and preparation are only two factors that define a champion. But what it really comes down to is heart. And Oscar Valdez has shown nothing but throughout his career.
What defines me is my heart. That I will always leave everything inside the ring. I don't ever picture myself losing. I always visualize myself as number one because that's what I have to do. Can't be working out hard here in the gym, training, hitting the bag, sparring 12 rounds, running early in the morning or late at night, and sacrifice and leave my family back home. Just say, I'm gonna be number two. I wanna be number one. That's the mindset that us fighters have to have always, so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm training hard, and I'm gonna give my best. I never promise a fight of a year. Never promise a knockout. But what I always do promise to all my fans is that I will always give it my best. I will always leave my heart inside that ring. That's what we do.
Óscar Valdez.
I've been doing this ever since I was 8 years old, and I've been a professional already for 10 years, and boxing's been my world. I feel that now is my chance. I feel good now, physically, mentally. There has not been a fight where I don't train hard. I've never been scared of facing anybody. I'm ready, and it's been a long way to make this fight happen. There's nothing like stepping in the ring and fighting and fighting your heart out. Winning and knocking out your opponent.
That was human dynamite. My, oh my, what do we have here, folks?
And having those applause from the crowd, and having people cheer for you, and people getting excited.
Have it, folks. Absolutely explosive.
All those emotions, man, it's very hard to explain.
This fight's all over.
That is as good a performance as anybody has had in the world of boxing this year.
I wouldn't know what to do without boxing. I could honestly say that. I love this sport too much. And I will give everything I got inside the ring.
Oscar Valdez!
There can be no champion without a foe. Someone who wants what you have, laying in wait for their time to strike. There is no if, but when their paths will cross. The days, the weeks, the months, all fueling a fire that can only be put out.
Mano a mano.
Trading punch
For punch.
till one man has his hand held high in triumph.
And the other hangs his head in defeat.
After all,
There can only be one true champion.
Outside of boxing, Oscar Valdez often retreats to his oasis in the desert, a place where he can focus on his other passion in life, exotic animals.
This is my favorite spot. This is my favorite place, especially here in the aviary. This is very peaceful. We usually don't talk about boxing here. We just relax, talk about family, talk about the animals, anything else but boxing. You know, when you go in camp, you eat, sleep boxing. Over 2 to 3 months, it gets exhausted. It gets very tiring after a while. So when we come back to my ranch, here's just peace. Just my animals, enjoy them, and that's pretty much it. This is Steve. When I first got it, it fit in the palm of my hand. That's how small it was. Now, it's 2.5 meters. This is a very special horse for me. Canelo gave me this as a present. I will always be thankful for him. He gave me something that I always wanted, and I really enjoy it a lot. It's a very simple lifestyle, very country, very peaceful. But it only works if you have a balance in my life. You gotta work hard to earn it. Once I'm back home for too long, I start getting this urge that I have to be back in the ring because boxing is my life. You're used to working hard, and when you work hard and you do everything what you're supposed to do, life has taught me that everything should go well because you put in the time and the effort and the sacrifice. Life always pays you back in a good way. But that's not always the case. That wasn't the case for Shakur Stevenson.
And there is the knockdown.
The Shakur fight, I gave my best. I would see his face right here, and I would try to land that shot, and he would just take a step back and maybe miss and just hit me with his shot. It was very frustrating.
Shakur Stevenson has done it.
Me losing my undefeated record, me losing the belts to Shakur Stevenson, me losing in general was very heartbreaking for me. In boxing and in life, it's not how you lose, it's how you come back. So how do I pick myself up is winning this fight. Now is my chance to come back and come back strong. This fight is the most important thing for me right now. I have to do it. I have to win this fight.
Earlier this year, Emanuel Navarrete squared off against Australian Liam Wilson for the vacant WBO Jr lightweight title. A matchup that proved to be much more of a test than expected for the Mexican native.
En esa pelea era difícil para mí. Liam Wilson salió con cosas que realmente no pensé que podía hacer.
after his third division right here against Wilson. Wilson on the attack. Massive underdog has a big opportunity. Oh! Wilson scores the shocking knockdown here in round 4.
Y de repente me caigo y toda la gente empieza a gritar, como que el espíritu de la arena se empieza a ir, ¿no? Me sostuve la cuerda para levantarme y cuando me levanto me incorporo completamente. Es cuando me doy cuenta que realmente estoy mal porque pues sí estaba como aturdido, me sentía aturdido. Salgo al quinto round con una mentalidad diferente, con otro chip y se empieza a poner la pelea de mi lado.
What a slugfest we have here. Long range bomb, headshot rings in.
Las ganas de Wilson se me complican más, ¿no? Del hecho de que él venga con tanta fuerza pues por el título para vencerme y todo eso era bien difícil, ¿no?
You're going to see another side of Navarrete tonight because what is happening to him is what he typically does to others. He's going to have to find another way to get it done tonight.
Pues yo creo que ahí se separan los buenos campeones o los campeones y de los no campeones, ¿no?
Guts and desire is on and then does that here in the ninth. Headshots running down from Navarrete. It is over. It is over.
Salí adelante después de una caída, ¿sabes? Eso me ayudó mucho y pues antes me consideraba fuerte físicamente, ahora me considero aún más fuerte porque sé que también caigo, pero también me levanto y también puedo ganar. Y pues por eso es que me siento más sólido, más seguro ahora. Ahora con Valdez.
Being an accomplished Mexican fighter in itself comes with a level of notoriety. And with that comes the want to give back to the community that helped shape them.
This event that we did in Nogales, we usually do it every time I fight. I feel life has given me a lot. So I feel an obligation to always give back, and especially to the sports world.
Oscar Valdez.
It's rough over there. It's rough over there in Nogales, and sometimes the government doesn't really help a lot. So if we got the chance to help, we'll definitely help, especially seeing those kids. And I see the faces of little kids, how they get excited to see me, and it's just always just a good message to give out. You always got something to give back, it's always good to do it.
Ya para cerrar, pues nomás agradecerle a todos, agradecerle por, como te digo, por las buenas, por estar por las buenas y las malas. Vamos a pelear este 12 de agosto. Vamos a hacer todo lo posible para traernos ese título para acá, para Nogales. Y aquí los espero de nuevo para festejar.
For years, Oscar Valdez has been training across the border in San Diego, a city that is no stranger to some of Mexico's greatest boxers.
Every time you got two Mexican fighters inside the ring, there's always fireworks. Everybody gives it their best. And it's almost like a machismo thing. You always need a dancing partner inside the ring. And I feel this could be the fight. You gotta be willing to take a shot. And that's why we train hard. We're gonna fight it out, fight with our hearts. Let's give the fans what they want, a real fight, and I think we're gonna show it. I miss being called El Campeón, the champ. I'm hungry for that opportunity again, to get that belt. My dream is to take that belt away from him and bring it back to my family, to my home. They're not working as hard as me. I just gotta step in the ring. I just gotta show the world who I am. Sometimes you only got one shot, one opportunity, and you gotta take advantage of it. And I got no time to waste. It's my time. I'm gonna prove to the world that I'm a better fighter.
Across the border, the current WBO Junior lightweight champion remains focused as he seeks to retain his belt in a fight that he has always wanted.
Pues yo estaba bien contento, ¿no? Estaba bien emocionado, principalmente porque enfrentar a Valdez había sido una de mis metas. Una pelea de las que yo ocupo, de las que yo quiero y de las que yo necesito. Empezó a generar una expectativa bien alta, ¿no? Independientemente de los títulos, pues pelearle a Valdez era algo que yo quería, necesitaba. Tal vez mi carrera, hablaba mucho de que mi carrera necesitaba una pelea de esas, como bien fuerte y todo eso. Quiero como que repetir esa parte, esa hazaña, esa rivalidad entre mexicanos, como la que siempre se ha hablado, ¿no? De la rivalidad entre Terrible contra Barrera. Ahora de pensar en poder repetir esa hazaña con Valdez, yo creo que pues más que ganados todos, yo me sentiría muy satisfecho. Digo, yo en lo personal me comprometo a que, al menos por mí, ahí va a estar la pelea que todos quieren, ¿no? Yo creo que lo menos que podemos hacer es brindar una gran pelea, un gran espectáculo. Una pelea sanguinaria, una pelea estilo mexicano.
Etched in the pages of boxing lore and burned in the memories of fight fans are the great showdowns of Mexican fighters.
This is the main event!
Warriors bound by tradition and fueled by the relentless determination to win.
Marquez had Vazquez.
Olivares had Castillo.
And of course, Morales had Barrera.
So what will be the next great Mexican battle?
Champion versus champion, it's lived up to every single billing.
Stuff that legends are made of.
Stories that will tell our children.
And will take on a life of their own. Navarrete
versus Valdez
for the 130-pound gold.
Sounds like a good story to me.
Sounds like a winner to me.
And now the WBO Junior lightweight champion of the world,